Hey, what's up, HyperForce fans? It's Zach and Malika here to talk to you about a couple things really quick, but mainly that we are in the final stretch of Season 1.
Final four.
4 episodes remain in Season 1 of Power Rangers HyperForce. We'll be filming tonight live on Twitch, and that's one of the main things we want to talk to you guys about. We
want you to watch
show
live.
up and watch live.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I promise you'll have a blast.
Yes, we built this show to be a live experience. Now, I don't need the comments to flood up with how many of you are overseas and can't watch because of time differences. We know this. We know exactly what percentage of our audience is watching overseas. We see those analytics. This is for all those people that showed up to WonderCon, who must be on the West Coast if they were at WonderCon, telling us, I watch on YouTube. I don't watch it on Twitch. What are you doing? We built the show for Twitch,
also,
for you to experience it live. It's a live show.
It puts you a week behind.
It does. We worked really hard to put as many big surprises in every episode to make sure you want to see it live. You want to be in that chat room experiencing those moments with other fans. And I can tell you that's how the show is built. That's how it's supposed to be watched, is with other community members affecting the game through the extension that we built on our Twitch page, through giving supers and all those things. That's how you should be watching it. In these final episodes, I encourage you, sign up for Twitch, join our chat room, and watch it live on Tuesday nights.
And say hello in the chat room.
Yes,
I
please
promise
do. Our mods
it
are
will
great.
be a blast. And our community.
Yes, the community itself is an amazing place to be. We work really, really, really hard to make Twitch the most inviting community that you possibly could make it, and you will encounter very few trolls in our chat room. We work really hard to make sure that stays that way. And this, in a lot of ways, is really bittersweet for us. We've been doing this show for over a year now. Well, development for over a year.
I can't imagine my life without this show, without thinking about Power Rangers every day of my life.
We do every day. We talk about like story ideas,
our lives,
little hidden things like, oh, what about this one moment, from the history of Power Rangers? What can we do with that? It's been a wild ride, and we want to keep it going. We want to do a second season so bad. We had always planned on doing a second season, but I'm going to be really upfront with you guys. And I know last time I said something about numbers and stuff like that, a lot of people misquoted me and used that and all that kind of stuff. But in a lot of ways, this show has been extremely successful. A lot of people are watching it. We get really high view numbers, and I can say that in the 4 years that I've been on Twitch, we have the highest retention rate I have ever seen on a single program I've been a part of. The highest that I've seen. We had an episode that had a 98% retention rate for a 3-hour period. That blows my mind. So thank you to the people who are watching like that, because that is ridiculous. It's insane. I've never seen numbers like that on Twitch. Other numbers are some of the lowest I've ever seen. And I don't think you guys realize how powerful you are, especially Power Rangers fans, because you're used to a more traditional form of media, and you're asking for new forms of media. You're chomping at the bits for new ways to experience Power Rangers, and this is one of them, but with that comes some different caveats that you might not be used to. One of which being, you're in a lot of control over the success of the show, whether you realize it or not. I've been doing RPGs on Twitch now for 3 years. I've done shows that have done well enough in converting viewers into subscribers that I don't need to wait for sponsors to make the show, that we can just keep going. And I don't tell you this to make you upset or sad, just to rally you a little bit. Had HyperForce got enough support and enough subscribers of the viewers that watch on YouTube or that watch on Twitch, we wouldn't need to fight to find a second season. We would just do it because the show would have been successful enough for us to just keep it going. That was our original plan. Now we're in a position where to make a season 2 happen, we're going to be working our butts off, and Saban as well. I want to make it very clear, Saban wants to do this too, but we've got to find the money. We've got to go out, we've got to look for sponsors, look for ways to pay for the content, as each season costs around $100,000 to make, which is very little in TV money, but a lot in live content for Twitch money. That being said, we urge all of you to support HyperRPG, because that goes directly into us making these shows and making these programs as good as we possibly can for you. A ton of you keep hitting us up saying, we want a season 2, we want a season 2. You're starting petitions, you're doing all these things. The number one best way that could lead to that is subscribing to the channel, tipping during the show. All that stuff goes directly back to us as the creators to then make and pay the cast, pay the crew, make sure that everything happens. We went on our end over budget for this season because we want to make the best show that we could possibly make and put as much as we could into it. But I know right now a lot of people are coming to us and be like, why haven't you made a morph video for Joe? Or why haven't you done this? We want to, but time, resources, financial resources are always the limitations on those things. And you guys are more in control of that than anyone as supporters of the show. If you like this kind of content, we urge you, please subscribe. It helps us so much. Subscribing to Twitch. We build this content for Twitch, with Twitch in mind. It's made for a live platform. It's made to be experienced in that moment with other fans, and we work really hard to make that as entertaining as possible. And I know it's possible. Like I said, I've done RPGs on the channel, on other channels, this channel, that are completely self-funded, that fund themselves and allow themselves to keep going indefinitely, given the audience support behind them. And you have that power too.
And to be clear, for some Twitch newbies, that's subscribe to HyperRPG's channel.
Yes, yes, that is correct. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can do it for free.
Yep.
You just link your Twitch account and your Amazon Prime account. You go to our channel, you click sub, and you'll notice that you have a free subscription that you can give once a month. It doesn't auto-renew, though, so if you did subscribe at one time with your Twitch Prime account, remember to go back in, hit it again. We've been doing giveaways every 30 subscribers. We give away exclusive Power Rangers content live on the show, and you can only do that when you're watching it live. So we urge you and encourage you for these final episodes, come be a part of the experience. Join us in that chat room. We want to see you there. Let us know that you came over, because we'll talk to you. That's, for us, the content that we make on Twitch, it's a dialogue and not a monologue. And this is something that's really important to both of us and the way that we like to make content and why HyperRPG exists. We love our YouTube viewers, but YouTube for us in a lot of ways, when it comes to our RPGs, is an afterthought. For our superhero stuff, our movie reactions, it's the front of the mind, but for the RPGs, it's an afterthought. We make those RPGs for a live audience, so you're a part of the dialogue. We want you to be a part of that experience, and we want you in that chat room talking to us and supporting the show if you want it to continue. So this whole video is in response to a lot of the people we saw at WonderCon who told us that they've never watched Twitch. That was really weird to us because it's a Twitch show, and that's the best way to support. That's the best way to make the show continue and to keep telling this wild and crazy story.
Yes, so you know what to do, Rangers.
Come watch tonight, soon, couple hours, get in there. 6 p.m. twitch.tv/hyperrpg. Pacific time. Head on over, join us in the chat room. We run replays all the time. You can tune in right now for a replay of last week and talk to the chat room, theories, explore those things. You can join our Discord, discord.gg/hyperrpg. There are rooms for HyperForce where people are sharing their theories, what's coming up, what's going on.
Our lovely Facebook group as well.
Yeah, all sorts of places for you guys to interact with that. But I want you to know you're in control of the success of the show more than you may realize, given your history with traditional content. Twitch and us as a company, HyperRPG, are primarily an audience-funded channel, and we've had shows that have been running now for almost 2 years, purely because the audience keeps them running and demands that they continue, and that's the best way to support. And we give you as many options and possibilities to support as you can. So thank you guys for listening, and you've got an episode to get ready for.
That's a big one. That's what I was just doing.
It's a big one. See, here's the thing. We work really hard to make sure there's things that happen that you can't miss live, because you don't want to get spoiled later. You don't want to see something on Twitter. No. You got to see it live. And tonight, we have plans. We'll see if they don't get completely destroyed when somebody decides to go the other direction.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a yes and GM. I just roll with it.
Oh, wow. You really stretch. Okay, well, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.